you have to be dead on it. Like, maybe it doesn't work. Okay, here's the main thing. Let me see. This way. Let's see if I can see it. Okay, I did it. Oh, yeah, I guess you have to turn up for everyone for 10 minutes. That's okay. You know what? I can generate another QR code and put it on there. Let's see here. Let me do that.
Auntie Mackie, I think it's off center.
It's like a really round thing. I just have it before.
Okay, live stream link on the left, program on the right.
What's he doing?
Wait, Kenji, why is your dinosaur got a picture of
You can water one. They're in a test group.
Okay, cool. You didn't tell us?
Just on the group chat.
Okay, cool.
Keywords. No. Oh, summertime. No. I'm dead, Mama. No. Why would you do that?
Bro, I'm Grandma, where are you going? Are you hungry? Why is Grandma sitting there? You told her to That's okay, but you don't have to watch her break. That's yours.
Hi everyone, welcome to the 2025 recital. It's so special to have everyone together once a year for a celebration of the wonderful piano students in your families. Everyone in the recital today has done lots of great practice and has grown as a musician a lot this past year. Some students have really gone from being beginners to being fairly advanced and are now playing serious music. So what we have in the recital today is 17 students who are here playing in person. And thanks to Jeff Chin, Kenji and Michi's dad, we're able to help a student who couldn't be here today to watch the recital streaming live and to have a recording of his performance played on the screen. And there are a few other family members watching live from other locations. Will you help me say hi to everyone who's watching from home? Hi. All right. And with 18 students in the recital, I'll try not to take up time by talking too much. So first up in the recital today is Jolie. Jolie, oh yeah, how about a round of applause for Jolie? Next up is Maya. Maya is a great student and a really nice person. And Maya is really good at reading and studying and finding details in things. Maya has found numerous typos in the piano books. Every few months she finds another. She's so good at things like that that I think she would be a good teacher or author of things like textbooks. Maya has also been learning music from the Piano Adventures books this year, and she's gotten really good at counting the beats and playing accurately with a metronome. And she's just been getting into sculpting the details that go into creating one's own interpretation of a piece of music. I think you'll enjoy Maya's very musical performances of these great pieces. Next up is Liam. Liam is a great student. Liam is turning 6 next month, and he's already completing Pianimo's Book F, which introduces chords and playing music with the melody in one hand and the accompaniment in the other. And an interesting story, Liam fractured one of his fingers about 6 weeks ago. And so literally until yesterday, he had a brace on his right hand and arm. And Liam was only able to play piano with his left hand for the past several weeks. And so the song Liam is playing today is for both hands. It's one of the songs he was preparing for the recital 6 weeks ago and has only started playing again yesterday. So it's really amazing that he remembers the music and is already getting back into playing it so well. Is Ansh. Ansh is a very enthusiastic student who practices well and is building up a great library of musical knowledge. He's one of the students who's advanced the most this past year. We were talking in Ansh's lesson the other day about how just a few years ago he was playing Row, Row, Row Your Boat from Pianimo's Book A or B, and now he's playing The Entertainer, one of the last pieces in the most advanced Pianimo's book, and it's also famously one of the most challenging piano pieces to play, with lots of syncopated rhythms and shifting of each hand at different times. If you don't know this piece by name, I bet you'll recognize the tune of this great piano classic. Next up is Milo. Milo is a great student and a very kind and thoughtful person. Milo has been learning pieces from the most advanced Pianimo's book, as well as one of the Piano Adventures books. And he also, over the summer, learned one of his grandma's favorite songs to play for her when she was visiting. And then, what Milo has been finding most inspiring has been the music from Star Wars. Milo has been learning this main theme and is planning to learn the other main piece from those movies, the Imperial March. So of all the pieces Milo has been learning, he most wanted to play the Star Wars main theme today. Very nice. And next up is Luna. Luna is a very smart student with an equally strong sense of humor. I'm always impressed when she looks at a new page in the book, and explains the note or idea before I'm even able to start saying anything about it. I'll say, so this new note introduced here is, and she goes, boom, and presses the key before I'm even able to teach it. Luna has most recently been studying Pianimo's book F, where they introduce chords. And when we wrote out a list of songs from the book that she knows well enough to play in the recital, there were 10 pieces of music. And one of the pieces, Trampoline, that she's playing today, is what I consider to be the playing test for that book. It includes all 3 chords that the book introduces, played by both hands. So if we had more time in the recital, we could listen to 10 different songs. Next up is Mickey. Mickey is one of the youngest and newest students playing in the recital today. I hope we can all give her a great supportive round of applause. Mickey is a very smart and detailed student and a super nice kid. Her attention to detail is impressive. One day, Mickey wrote out during her lesson a warm-up exercise that she was playing, and it's difficult to put into words, though she wrote a series of numbers, and there was a pattern where the first number in each group of notes represented the finger number she was playing, and the next 3 numbers represented the beats she was counting. So she's doing some impressive, systematic thinking. Mickey has learned a lot of pieces very quickly, and her playing is very musical. I think we'll all enjoy these fun pieces from Pianimo's book E that she chose to play today. Lucas is also one of the youngest and newest students playing in the recital today, so I hope we can all also give him a very warm welcome as we get to enjoy his first playing. Having recently turned 5 and only starting piano studies a few months ago, Lucas is quickly moving through the Pianimals books. He's already playing music for both hands simultaneously, reading and playing groups of 2 or 3 notes at a time. And Lucas is very impressive with other subjects also. Sometimes before his lesson, he's playing on a math app. And I've personally seen Lucas figure out in his mind answers to things like 387 times 12. And he can figure out those types of answers pretty quickly. Lucas also plays, with a very musical sensibility. I think you'll enjoy his impressive and energetic playing. Next up is Hannah. Hannah is a very smart student and very kind and polite. She's been learning a number of different pieces, including a very advanced piano arrangement of Enchanted by Taylor Swift. That music has arpeggios in left hand that span more than an octave, and in certain measures requires shifting the hand on almost every note. And Hannah has been playing lots of music like that very accurately and well. Perhaps Hannah will play that Taylor Swift song at the next recital. And for today, Hannah is playing an arrangement from the Piano Adventures book of this great classic folk song, which also has lots of advanced musical structures. And along with playing the music very well, Hannah is understanding a lot of really foundational music theory ideas, like rhythmic motifs and harmonic intervals, both things that are abundant in this song. Very nice. And next up is Vade. Vade is a smart and nice student who's been advancing very quickly recently. Vade has been doing well with learning the letter names of the notes and has gotten quite good at playing accurately with a metronome. Vade also improvises a lot of his own music. He's one of those people who can sit down at the piano and just start playing a new piece of music, and his ideas are very musical. Vade has been learning and playing just about all the songs from Pianimo's book C, and the main one he's been practicing for the recital is Down by the Station. And next up is Ansh. Ansh has a great ability to learn new music quickly. He's one of the few students who I don't even know how he's learned and memorized some of the notes he has. I often think in his lessons, wow, I didn't realize you already knew that. And in Ansh's lessons, he's been learning pieces from a few different books, and for today decided to play one of the pieces he's been learning from a Piano Adventures book, as well as one piece that he's been writing, which has a really impressive and musical theme, and also very interesting harmony and counterpoint, which is the way that multiple melodies interact. I think Vade is also playing, or Ansh is also playing entirely from memory today. Next up is Adam. Adam is a very smart student and has been progressing a lot this year with the metronome and moving through the Piano Adventures books, playing several pieces very well. And he's been practicing his new piece with a lot with the metronome, and it's been sounding really good. Very good. And next up is Alex. Alex is a very smart student who has impressive note reading abilities. I think Alex is one of the few students who's known the answer to every note reading question I've ever asked. And he's been learning a few pieces, and today he's playing Swing Low, Sweet Chariot. is Andrew. Andrew is a very smart student and one of the nicest students I've taught. Andrew has a great sense of rhythm. He often plays pieces without using the metronome in a way that sounds like he's been practicing with a metronome for months. This piece is one of those. Andrew has been playing a few different pieces recently, and today he chose one of his favorites, Looking Glass River. And next up is Benjamin. Benjamin has gotten to a place in his music studies where, when he learns a piece, he's analyzing and understanding structures in the music at an advanced level. Things like the function of each chord in a key, recognizing cadences, and he's been getting into phrasing, how we sculpt each phrase, trying to bring out the most musical feeling, and the various elements that go into creating one's own interpretation of a piece of music. And Benjamin has learned several different advanced pieces recently, and this one, from the Most Advanced Pianimals book, is a really inspiring piece. Next up is Michi. Michi is a very smart and nice student. She's been learning music from the Piano Adventures books really well and is always strong with her note reading and playing. Michi has been practicing this classic piece by Franz Liszt, which involves things like arpeggios spanning over an octave and lots of shifts, and she's doing really well. She also just learned another piece that she played at school a few days ago. And next up is Kenji. Kenji is one of the students who I often don't completely understand how he's able to do what he does, because it seems like Kenji already understands and can play new material before we even go over it. And he has a strong artistic vision. Kenji usually chooses the pieces he wants to learn, and his parents or I find the sheet music for him. And then, before we know it, he's just playing the music all the way through. Today, Kenji is playing a piece by the French Impressionist composer Claude Debussy that you may recognize, and also a very nice piece of music that was actually written by a British-American 80s synth band called Red Flag. That band must have some serious classical skills because the piece is written in a romantic era style and is quite complex. So both of these pieces were chosen by Kenji and are very interesting and artistic choices. French Impressionism and classical sounding 80s synth pop. I think you'll enjoy it. very nice. Very, very advanced music. And the last student playing today is Danton. And this is the technologically enhanced portion of the show. Some of you know Danton. His family used to live in Seattle, and they moved out of state a few years ago, and Danton has continued taking lessons online. So Danton and his parents are watching the live stream right now. I'm so glad we're able to do something like this. Danton has amazing abilities. When we look at a new piece of music, I'm often thinking, okay, so we'll spend 5 minutes going over the first measure, and Danton says, yeah, I'll just play through it, and he plays the entire thing. And you'd think he'd been studying the music for months. And this past year, Danton also got one of the highest grades on the ABRSM Grade 5 Music Theory exam, which is something like 150 questions, and asks every complex question imaginable about the construction of chords, identifying keys and scales, labeling cadences, and questions about all kinds of obscure music terminology. This video is from the grade 6 performance exam that Danton recently took, where he also got a very high grade. So Danton really excels and has developed a massive amount of musical knowledge and skills. There were 4 pieces that Danton learned for that exam, and I asked if we could include this one because I'm always impressed at how well Danton navigates complex jazz rhythms.
As exercise number 2.
Concert. You all did so well. I hope everyone is proud of themselves for all the great things you've been doing, and thanks so much for being here. Thanks to all the parents and siblings and grandparents and friends and everyone else who is able to be here today or to watch from home. You're all really wonderful families, and it's really special to know all of you. I hope you can stay for a few minutes and say hi. Thanks again, everyone. Great recital.
Instructors over the years now, lessons. I'm impressed that, it's not just, hitting notes on the keyboard, but it's really a whole musical education and a way to express themselves musically. On top of all that, I know that putting this together every year is a ton of work and a ton of stress, but it always goes off really well. Really enjoy hearing everyone's children each year and seeing how they progress and grow. So if we could just finish up by giving Steve a big round of applause tonight.
Thanks so much. That's very, very kind of you, Tyler. I appreciate it a lot. Thanks. And I forgot to say thanks to the person who really made the recital happen, which is Jeff Chin. Thanks so much, Jeff.